Your neighbor pays $40 for the same internet speed you pay $120 for, and neither of you is getting scammed. The answer isn't greed, it's infrastructure. And here's the trick: the pipes that carry your data cost money the moment they're buried in the ground, whether you use them or not. A fiber optic cable running down your street costs the company somewhere between $50,000 and $150,000 per mile to install. That's just the physical cable. Add the conduits, the labor, the equipment at both ends. And you're looking at years of debt repayment before the first customer pays their first bill. So the first cost factor is simple. How much did it cost to get to you? If you live in a dense city neighborhood, that cable serves maybe 500 households within a mile. If you live in a rural area, it might serve 20. Suddenly, the cost per customer isn't the same anymore. Rural internet costs more because the company spreads the same infrastructure expense across fewer paying customers. But wait, you might live in the same neighborhood as your neighbor and still pay different prices. That's where competition enters. In areas where 2 or 3 internet providers operate, prices drop. The math is brutal. If Comcast knows AT&T can sell you gigabit fiber for $70, Comcast has to move. They can't just raise prices and hope you stay. In areas where only one company operates, they have no incentive to lower prices. Not because they're evil, because there's no threat. A monopoly internet provider in a small town or rural area can charge what the market will bear. And here's the trick: that market is smaller. A rural customer might pay $100 for 25 megabits per second, while a city customer pays $60 for 300 megabits. Same company, different economics. Then there's regulation. The FCC doesn't set prices, but it does set rules about what companies can charge for and how they must disclose fees. In some states, utility commissions review rate increases. These regulations create friction. Compliance costs money. A company operating in 5 different states follows 5 different rulebooks. That cost gets passed to customers, sometimes explicitly as a regulatory fee on your bill. Here's what most people miss. Internet companies don't just sell you bandwidth. They sell you a physical connection to their network, maintenance of that connection, customer service, and the ability to upgrade whenever you want. That's why a $50 per month plan and a $150 per month plan from the same company in the same building have different prices. One is paying for more speed, yes, but also for less congestion during peak hours. Network congestion is the silent cost nobody sees. When 500 customers all stream video at 8 p.m., the company's equipment gets hammered. They have to buy more servers, upgrade their backhaul lines, the highways that carry data between neighborhoods. Those upgrades cost tens of thousands of dollars. The company spreads that cost across all customers, which is why prices seem to creep up every year. So why does your bill have so many fees? Installation fee, equipment rental, regulatory recovery fee, equipment protection plan. Here's the trick: these line items exist because the company needs to recover costs that don't fit neatly into a per megabit price. A technician visit costs the company roughly $150 to $200, regardless of whether they're fixing a line for $50 customer or a $150 customer. So they charge everyone. Technology also matters. Fiber optic internet costs more to deploy than copper or cable, so companies that invest in fiber often charge more initially until competition forces prices down. Wireless 5G internet still rolling out follows the same pattern. Early adopters pay premium prices. As the network matures and reaches more areas, prices normalize. The final piece: profit margin. Internet service providers operate on surprisingly thin margins, usually 20 to 40%. That sounds high until you remember they're spending 50 to 60% of revenue on network maintenance, upgrades, and customer support. They're not selling luxury goods. They're selling a utility that deteriorates constantly and must be maintained forever. So when you ask why internet costs what it does, the honest answer is: infrastructure is expensive, maintenance is endless, competition is rare in many areas, and regulation adds complexity. Your neighbor pays less because they live in a competitive market or a denser neighborhood where the company's per customer costs are lower. You pay more because you live where building the network costs more per person, or where the company has no reason to compete. None of that means you're stuck forever. New providers, fiber startups, wireless networks, satellite internet are slowly forcing incumbents to move. But until real competition arrives in your area, the price you're paying reflects the real cost of the infrastructure beneath your street. It's not a conspiracy, it's economics. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe to uncover the hidden economics of everyday bills, where the money actually goes every week. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.